Hey, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today it's Glen Kellaway from the basement. We're starting a new series called Top 10 Tuesday. We're going to take different themes, maybe artists, songs, albums, do a top 10 list just for fun, actually, and compare the list, see what we have. Glenn and I did the E through Z thing last year, and we had such a great time doing it. We're back again with a new series. We'll hope you tune in every Tuesday and check out what we have to offer. Tonight is top 10 debut albums. So that'll be fun to do. Glenn will go first and give his 10 through 6. I'll do mine, and then we'll go back individually down till we get to the top of the list. So, Glenn, thanks for doing this with me. Always a pleasure. It's been a long time since we did a video together. So
I've been looking forward to this. Thanks for asking me to do this with you. And Triple T Tuesdays. Every Tuesday.
Definitely check it out. So Glenn, take it away, man. Let's hear your 10 through 6.
Okay, we're going to do 10 through 6, right?
Debut albums. Yep.
Tell everybody, I typically, when I do these things, I kind of use, there's certain albums that to me are, like some of my favorite albums of all time, like In the Court of the Crimson King, I'll use for an example. I decided not to use those ones today, and I went with 10 other favorites, and I'm ranking here. So these could all be in my top 10 if I could get 20 albums in my top 10.
Right.
I'm going to start with the Pretty Things debut album. Now, have you ever heard this album?
I don't know if I've heard one Pretty Things album. I'm not sure if that's the one. I think it's a later one.
This is very, like, if you like the first couple of Stones albums, you'd love it. It's the same music. I mean, these guys were in a band with the Stones, and then the Stones broke off and formed the Stones, and these guys broke off and did the Pretty Things. And the album that's all those early kind of blues R&B stuff that the Stones did so well, pretty much the same kind of tracks and everything, but great debut album from the Pretty Things. That's my number 10. My number 9, I'm going psychedelic rock here from San Francisco. One of the great bands from San Francisco, Quicksilver Messenger Service.
Nice.
Freaking awesome band, man. Their guitar was just incredible. This is such a great band. Needs much more love.
Yeah.
That's my number 9. My number 8, I go from a crazy guitar-driven album to a snore fest, some people call this, but I love this album. And one of my all-time favorite female vocalists, Norah Jones, a great album, Come Away With Me. I have been a fan of Norah from the first time I heard her open her mouth, and a huge fan. And this is a great album. And this album, this just was like the year this came out, she was just catapulted to superstardom. I don't know how many copies of that album sold, but tons.
I have that one. That's a great one.
It is a great one. And a gentleman that's fast becoming one of my favorite guitar players. This is his solo album. He was still in Genesis at the time, but Steve Hackett, Voyage of the Acolyte. Great album. He has Peter Gabriel appears on this album. Phil Collins sings a song on this album, actually. And it's a great record. A lot of instrumental stuff, a lot of flute, a lot of acoustic guitar, electric guitar. It's kind of all over the place, but it's a really, really good musically. It's a freaking excellent album. I'm going to see Steve Hackett on October 7th at Massey Hall. So
nice.
That is my number what?
7.
7. One more to go.
Yep.
Speaking of Genesis, how about the first Peter Gabriel album with Salisbury Hill?
Love it.
On it. Excellent album. Peter Gabriel's just put out so many amazing solo albums. Yeah. But Salisbury Hill is just such a classic song.
One of my favorite songs ever.
Yep. My number 6.
Excellent. Now, unlike Glenn, I went with more of my traditional favorites. I had to leave some great ones off, mind you. About 20 also that I considered. I wanted to do this without, naming the Beatles and Springsteen and Petty, who are my favorite artists. So they're not making the list, just to let you know up front. No, I went with CDs instead of vinyl this time. Number 10 for me, I went with Steely Dan's "Can't Buy a Thrill." I love this album. Becker and Donald Fagen, what a duo they are. Quirky, a little bit avant-garde, but pop at the same time. Their lyrics are interesting, and great guitar work on here by Denny Diaz. And later this is when they were a full band, before they sort of went Becker and Fagen and then brought in all these session guys, and went more jazzy. This is a good one. It's got Do It Again and Reeling in the Years, Dirty Work. You know those songs. That's number 10.
Yeah.
9, Crosby, Stills and Nash debut. I love this album. I know Deja Vu gets probably a little more love, but I think this is a great debut album.
I think that's a better album.
Yeah, I think so too. And came out in '69, the year of Woodstock, and Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. What a great opening song that is. Marrakesh Express, Wooden Ships. I love the song Wooden Ships. Fantastic. Helplessly Hoping, one of the best lyrically and melodic tunes. So you got all three guys working in high gear there. Number 8.
Would you consider that album like the father of that type of soft?
Yes.
We went to the soft Southern California rock with Jackson Browns and America, that whole thing. I get that. That seems to be the album that was the catalyst for all that.
I think it was. It brought a lot of the singer-songwriters out of the woodwork that weren't Bob Dylan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had your Cat Stevens coming out and James Taylor, but Joni Mitchell was already up. But you just mentioned Jackson Brown's another one.
Yeah.
All that early '70s soft rock stuff. And speaking of soft rock, Jackson Brown's debut album, number 8. This is a beautiful album. It really is. All the way through. And
what a songwriter back then. He was so young to be writing those lyrics, like just the deepest lyrics. And
I know. And he improved upon this, believe it or not, with For Every Man and Late for the Sky. He got better as each album went along. But this has some real gems on it. I mean, the hits After My Eyes, but you have Jamaica Say You Will, Song for Adam, Something Fine, Rock Me on the Water. These are all Looking Into You. These are all great songs.
Excellent album.
That's number 7. This is my hard rock side or southern rock side. Leonard Skinner's debut album. This is an ass kicker, man. It's a really
great
album. Doesn't get the appreciation it deserves, but I like the lineup here. I Ain't the One, Tuesday's Gone, Gimme 3 Steps, Simple Man, a couple of bluesy songs, and then Freebird ends the album. This is a great album.
Yeah. Really strong album. No filler.
No filler on that one. Yeah. And speaking of no filler, number 6. This is later in the '70s, more of a new wave. The Cars debut. Everybody talks about this. This is some really good, every song on the radio kind of album. Rick Ocasek and they were the lead singers. Good stuff. Good Times Roll. My Best Friend's Girl. Just What I Needed. What else on here? Bye Bye Love. Mixed Up. I love this song. Album.
That could be a greatest hits album.
It is, and that's my number 6.
Their version of Cosmos Factory with all just hit after hit.
It's good. Same vein. Yep. All right.
We're doing top 5 now, one back and forth, right?
Right back and forth. So we'll need your 5. Yep.
I'm going with one of the greatest blues albums, one of the greatest blues bands of all time, Paul Butterfield Blues Band. 1965, this came out.
Wow.
You think about that. That's crazy. I certainly wasn't listening to it in 1965. I mean, probably 68 before I really got into Butterfield. But just incredible blues album. Michael Bloomfield. At the same time, they were, they were backed up Dylan at Newport, and I mean, it just incredible band, Paul Butterfield Blues Band. That's my number 5.
Very good. My number 5 is another one of these ones most people would have that are classic rock fans, but I had to put it on the list, and that's Boston's debut. Just amazing stuff if you like that kind of music. I know you're not big on the arena rock thing, but I love this album.
I like the first Boston album. My only issue with Boston is every album sounded the same afterwards. They never kind of branched out at all. They played it safe from then on. But that's a great debut album. Yeah,
it's got 8 songs and they're all killer, every one of them. Yeah. Starting with More Than
not on that album. Everybody had.
Now, everybody had it. I used to have a vinyl copy, and I must have gave it away when vinyl was fading out. So I
Yeah.
can't show the vinyl. But
I
this
was
is
just expecting more as they. I was hoping they would progress a bit. I mean, you can't stick with the same formula forever and ever. It's just after a while it gets tired.
yeah. Oh, they never duplicated that. Not even close.
Yeah, no, not even close.
I mean, as far as success and quality.
Yeah, but yeah, what a debut, man! One of the most popular debuts ever, I would say.
Yeah.
Let's go with a. I guess this is kind of well, some people call them a prog rock band, but at the time, this was just a pretty much straight blues album, the first Jethro Tull album from 1968. Yeah. This was Jethro Tull. Fantastic album. Nick Abrams was playing lead guitar at this time, not Martin Barr, and pretty much it's just a straight blues album. Someday the Sun Won't Shine for You, Cat Squirrel, which Cream also did. I mean, yes, this is just a blues rock album, and certainly not indicative of what Jethro Tull would become.
No, they changed it up a lot, right?
Yeah.
That was number 4.
Yes.
My number 4 is probably the surprise on my list, and that's Elvis Costello's debut. I just think this is one of the great debut albums of all time.
Yeah.
And I like it. Yeah, it's a little bit different style. It's not an all punk album. It's got a little bit of country and pop and, just anger. And the lyrics are first rate, as you would expect. Allison was on here watching the detectives. Angels Want to Wear My Red Shoes. But I like the lesser songs, so like Less Than Zero and Pay It Back and I'm Not Angry and Blame It on Kane. All those songs are great. And Welcome to the Week opener and Waiting for the End of the World at the end, and just everything in between is fantastic. So
that is, again, not one bad note on that album. It just, you can put that on and just enjoy every freaking second of it. It's a great record.
It flows beautifully. It really does.
It never gets old either. Like, I could play that anytime.
Yeah.
Elvis is amazing. Okay, I'm going with one of my favorite bands of all time, the Allman Brothers debut album.
Yes.
It's funny, this album came out, Idle Wild South followed it, but it wasn't until the live album that at the Fillmore that I think people started to pay attention to these albums.
That's true.
Yeah, it's crazy how that live album just catapulted them. And then I went back and bought these afterwards because that's the first one I heard. But just a great debut album. Killer tracks on here. Dreams and Whipping Poster on here. What else we got? Yeah, Don't Want You No More, and It's Not My Cross to Bear. Trouble No More. Just a freaking killer debut album.
Excellent. Yeah, you got to love the Allman Brothers. We should do a top 10 down the road of the Allman Brothers.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah. All right, my number 3. This is one of those ones that, for its time, has to be on my list. That's the Doors. You recently did a Doors, I think, top 10 songs, and a lot of them are on here. Some of them, Break On Through, and what's that? 20th Century Fox, Crystal Ship, Alabama song, Light My Fire, of course, the long version, The End. I like Soul Kitchen as well, another good song.
And their version of Backdoor Man is just
Backdoor Man.
That's the best cover version of that song, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. So this makes number 3. Jim Morrison, what a great front man. One of the best for sure.
Okay, what are we, number 2?
Yeah.
I'm going with my favorite person that ever walked the earth, Jerry Garcia's solo album. I was going to do the Grateful Dead's first album, and I thought, no, because this album is fantastic. You ever heard this album?
I haven't heard it in full. I know some of the songs on it, though. Yeah, I should probably do that.
Man.
I like what I hear. I love Garcia.
And it's just a really nice listen. Like, it's not out there at all. Like, the songs are all just great songs and very, concise. It's not a jammy album. It's just a really good record. And some songs that would become staples in the Dead shows, Deal and Bird Song, which is a Janis Joplin tribute, Sugary, Loser. I mean, fantastic. Yeah. It's called Garcia. You've never heard this album, and you like even singer-songwriter stuff. It's not that far off.
It's not that far off at all.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Number 2, another staple for me. That's Led Zeppelin's first album. Had to do it. I mean, opening with Good Times, Bad Times, and just it was innovative. It was new at the time. It blew people's minds. Days Confused and Communication Breakdown, and what else is on here? Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. Fuck. This is a great album. Obviously,
when someone says debut albums, it's the first one that comes to my mind.
Yep. Made number 2 on my list.
First one. It's probably the greatest debut album ever. Not my favorite album ever. It's up there, right? But there's no better debut album than that.
Yeah, and I like at least 3 other Led Zeppelin albums better than that, maybe even 4.
Yeah. That's my second favorite. I like Physical Graffiti a bit more, but I love that's my second favorite. I'm going with this album. Joe Walsh leaves James Gang and starts a band called Barnstorm, the Joe Walsh Barnstorm album.
Nice.
This is one of my favorite albums of all time. It's just, do you have this album?
I do. I have that one. Yep.
It's just a great album. I mean, it's basically an acoustic album.
Yeah.
And recorded at the Caribou Ranch where Chicago recorded and all those bands, kind of a famous place. And just a beautiful, beautiful record. It's very acoustic. All the songs, it's got a mood to it. All the songs kind of flow together, and beautiful recording. Joe Walsh Barnstorm, and then they would go on to record his, I guess, most popular album, The Smoker They Get, The Player They Are, or whatever, with Rocky Mountain Way on it. But they didn't call it Barnstorm, although it was the same band. They just called it Joe Walsh. But so a lot of people think this is Joe Walsh, but it's actually Barnstorm is the name of the band. That's my number 1.
Very good. My number 1, I had to go with this guy here, Jimi Hendrix Experience. That's the one that I think is as good as any. Maybe it battled Led Zeppelin for me at the top spot. But when you lead off with Purple Haze, Manic Depression, Hey Joe, right out of the bat, they've got you. Fire is a great song on here as well. Are You Experienced? Stone Free, all the way through. So.
Mind-blowing.
It is. It's mind-blowing. And it's of the time. It's, I know he flamed out after 3 albums, but
every guitar player in the world went, oh shit, what am I going to do now?
Exactly. So
yeah, he scared the crap out of all of them.
And still, man, nobody's been able to
intimidated every guitar player in the world.
It's one of a kind. It truly is a one of a kind sound.
Yeah.
And voice.
Yeah. It's amazing. I don't think he gets enough credit for being a great songwriter.
Lyrics, I know, songs are great too. They are great, and there's even they're trippy and psychedelic and whatever. But that's the time he was in. I mean, what are you going to do?
And I think he was self-conscious about his voice, but didn't have to be because he had a great voice.
Great voice.
Yeah.
And he had the outfits to go with it. Everything was perfect.
Everything was just incredible.
Spot on. So that's our top 10 debut albums, personal favorites. We decided that we'll come next week and do great second albums just to keep you on your toes. Because sometimes the second albums are better than the first. Sometimes there are surprises where the first unknown wasn't recognized at the time. And then the second one is the one that really put the artist on the map. So we'll do great second albums. Any ideas that for sure videos, leave them in the comments below. We'd like to have, we're batting around a few things that to do down the road, but
yeah, any top 10 things you'd like to see us do, we're open.
Yeah, we're open. We'll consider anything. So if you have an idea or one that interests you, we're game. Let us know.
Top 10 ABBA
some comments. Yeah, we won't do ABBA. That's out. And there's certain parameters we have where we're not going to. A Kiss is another one we don't touch.
Yeah, we're not going to Kiss. Yeah.
So leave some comments below on this video. What are your top 10? What are your number 1 debut albums of all time? We'd like to see those in the comments. Go over and subscribe to Kellaway from the Basement. His link will be in the description below. So for Glenn, this is Rich. Take care. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.